life list of things I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to sail on a tall ship. I wanted to jump out of an airplane with a parachute. And I wanted to write a book of some kind. I didn't know that it would be a novel, I just knew that I liked to read and I liked to write. By the time I was halfway through high school, I had discovered that I could get seasick in the Holiday Inn hot tub. So I had yet to retrace Marco Polo's voyage to the Orient on a square rigger, but I did tour the Blue Nose when it was in port in Halifax. That might be as close as I'm going to come. By the time I finished high school, I had in fact leapt out of an airplane 7 times, much to my mother's unalloyed hysteria. Each time the parachute worked, and that was kind of a thrill, so I put a little check mark on that box. But I am a bit of a serial procrastinator, so it's taken me some 30 years or so after high school before I finally put finger to keyboard and wrote the novel that had been rattling around in my head. When I first decided I wanted to write something, most writers ask themselves that question, what will I write about? And I thought, well, if I want to be published, which was just a distant dream, I thought I should write about themes that are big, universal, all-encompassing, that appeal to anybody, wherever they might live in the world. Questions of love, or war, or the eternal struggle between good and evil, the meaning of life. And then I thought, maybe there's something even bigger than that unites more people in the world, that transcends all of those other ones. Canadian politics. Yes, I know. The fact that I wrote about Canadian politics ought to be the clearest evidence that I never really had any expectation of being published. And I did at the time. It was really just a personal challenge to see whether I could string 100,000 words together in a way that somehow approached coherence. And I followed that rookie writer's axiom of write what you know. I didn't have time to do research, or much research. I was working full-time. I am still working full-time. We had a house renovation going on at the time, 2 teenage sons in the house. So I'm not one of those writers who can move to Provence for 2 years to research his next novel, although that's a gig I would like to get sometime.